From time to time here on 207, we are visited by Mr. Drew and his animals too. Andrew Desjardins is based in Lewiston. He takes in exotic animals that other people haven't been able to take care of. He also travels all over the state educating people about wild animals, and that's what he's doing here today on 207. He's educating us with, what is this creature, Drew?
So we have today a gargoyle gecko. Gargoyle geckos are some of the prettiest geckos. They have sticky little feet and soft, squishy body. I often say to kids, it's like a living booger. Well, that's what it feels like anyhow. And these guys come from the island of New Caledonia. They're a fairly easy lizard to care for, but again, they're nocturnal. So a lot of people want to get these pet lizards, but if it's a nocturnal animal, that means it's up all night, it sleeps all day.
Right.
And so kids are constantly disrupting it because they want to hold it.
Right.
And this is why we need to learn, because it's a wonderful animal, easy to care for with proper, learning.
Can Sam hold the living
Oh yeah,
booger?
by all means.
Come here, you little booger.
Sticky
I'll hold
little
you.
feet.
He's like, actually, ma'am.
But they come in
You
different
are
colors
so
now. They're breeding them there through different color morphs. So this is a red morph or a red phase and stuff. But they never close their eyes. Their eyes are always open. So they have to lick their eyeballs to clean them.
They have to lick their eyeballs?
Yes, they can't close their eyes. We would blink and stuff like that.
You didn't do that right.
It's all the fad. It's all the rage.
Hi.
But
you wanna go
they're-
back? Ooh, hi there. Jumpy little guy.
Yes, they would jump from tree top to tree branches and stuff like that, and stuff. They feed on insects and ripe fruit, so they're very easy to care for. But
Oh my
again,
gosh.
any animal's easy if you learn about it. If you don't,
Have this guy jump back to where he came from, and you've got another
yes.
specimen for us.
All right.
I wonder if it's just as active. We'll see.
We'll just be here licking our eyeballs to pass the time
There
here.
we go. This one.
Okay, yep, spoke too soon.
This one here, we're going to see if he'll sit calmly. It looks like a regular old brown lizard. It is actually called the frilled lizard from Australia. And if you saw the movie Jurassic Park, the original movie, there was the dinosaur Dilophosaurus.
Yep.
Dilophosaurus was the one that had the frilled collar that came out and would, spit venom.
Yes.
Well, this doesn't spit venom, but this is what they based the dinosaur on, was the frilled lizard.
You can show
and
how
yeah,
that
when he gets
works.
scared, he'll flare out his
Oh my gosh.
around. It gets pretty big. At my center, I can pull out a certain lizard, and he'll react to it because it's a similar species he's familiar with.
But this
but this
up.
comes right up. This is very large, and it's all meant to display and make him look bigger from heads on.
Yeah.
So he opens his mouth. He displays this huge collar. Can you put it up? You're not going to put it up. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I just drove from Lewiston to here. But he'll display it to act bigger and intimidate something coming at him. And they'll actually run after people with their on their hind legs with their collar out. It's pretty impressive to see. They do get very sharp nails because they are arboreal. They're tree dwellers. And so they can really do a lot of damage as an adult. They get up to about 3 feet long. So this is a young one. And this one's name is Ozzy. So
Love
Ozzy's
it.
a pretty cool little animal. And he's really neat when he flares out his collar.
Well, he's not scared enough, I'd
No,
say.
he's used
Rob,
to people.
make a face at him or something. Make a face at him.
We're not here to torment.
That's right.
Ozzy. Let's bring out the
All right, we got our
final
third
entrant
animal.
here in our pageant.
Make sure we don't get no noses stuck.
Yeah.
And here we have a beautiful milk snake. And these milk snakes, and there's other snakes like king snakes that have this very similar color pattern, and there's a reason. There's a venomous snake called the coral snake,
Yes.
which has the same color pattern, but there's a difference in the pattern. And it's not always 100%, so you can't always go by the saying, but you might have heard, red touches black, venom lacks. Red touches yellow, kills a fellow. And so that's kind of the thing to tell yourself, but that's not always reliable because sometimes the colors can be opposite. But
So
this is harmless.
You get it wrong, it can be.
Right, and it is best if you don't know to leave it alone. But the king snakes and the milk snakes often mimic those patterns of the coral snakes in their area, in their native habitat, because why? An animal's not going to bother them.
Where would this snake be found?
This snake is found, the king snakes and milk snakes are found throughout the Americas. This would be down in the southwestern United States and Mexico. Very docile animals. In Maine, we have a milk snake, the eastern milk snake, which is a totally different looking snake. It looks more like a rattlesnake. The eastern milk snake also is what we call a milk milk adder.
How you doing?
Do these make good pets?
They do, if you, again, learn about them and provide what they need. They don't get overly large. They're not a high demand snake, and they're very timid and very docile. There's usually no
sweet.
problems. They're popular because of their coloration, and they are all captive bred. We are not taking any from the wild, which is always a bonus.
All right. As we said, Mr. Drew and his animals too, based in Lewiston, taking in animals from around the state that other people have not been able to care for, and also going around and educating people. We've got more information on him in the 207 section of our website or app. It's a treat, as always. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Stick around. We're going to return in a moment.